Hey there, ready for a little escape to paradise? I'm in Cannes, and let me tell you, it's everything you've ever dreamed of and more. Imagine the sun kissing your skin, the sound of waves whispering secrets, and a world of glamour and luxury right at your fingertips. That's Cannes. Join me as I explore this stunning French Riviera gem. We're going to walk the famous Croisette, soak up the sun, and check the Church Notre Dame d'Espérance. Let's go. Welcome to the glamorous heart of Cannes, the Boulevard de la Croisette. This iconic 2-kilometer stretch along the stunning Mediterranean coast is a must-see for anyone visiting the French Riviera. Today, we'll explore its rich history, luxurious attractions, and vibrant culture. The Croisette has a fascinating history dating back to the 19th century. Originally a simple path, it was transformed into the elegant boulevard we see today, especially after major renovations in the 1960s. Its name comes from a cross that once stood here, attracting pilgrims from all around. Behind me is the world-famous Palais des Festivals et des Congrès, the epicenter of the Cannes Film Festival. Every May, this venue rolls out the red carpet for Hollywood's elite. And if you look closely, you'll find the Path of Stars, where legends like Leonardo DiCaprio and Quentin Tarantino have left their mark. As we stroll along the Croisette, you'll notice the opulent hotels that define Cannes' luxury scene. The Carlton, Majestic, JW Marriott, and Martinez are not just places to stay, they're icons of elegance and style. Fashion lovers, this one's for you. The boulevard is lined with designer boutiques from Chanel to Louis Vuitton. It's a shopper's paradise, where the latest trends meet timeless elegance. And of course, we can't forget the beaches. Whether you prefer the public Plage Mace or the exclusive Baoli Beach, there's a spot for everyone to soak up the sun and enjoy the crystal clear waters. The Path of Stars features handprints of some of the most celebrated figures in film history. These handprints are a tribute to the artists who have made significant contributions to cinema. It's a unique way to connect with the stars and feel the magic of the festival right under your feet. Now we're diving into the world of mega yachts that grace the port of Cannes. Ever wondered who owns these floating palaces, why there are so many, and what makes this marina so special? Let's find out. The owners of these magnificent vessels are often ultra-rich individuals from around the globe, including Americans, Saudis, and Russians. These yachts are not just for leisure. They're symbols of status and power. For instance, John Staluppi, who owns the 226-foot yacht Spectre, is a known James Bond enthusiast, and his yacht reflects that theme. But it's not just individuals who own these yachts. Companies also rent them during major events like the Cannes Lions to impress clients and partners. This year, media giants like Paramount and iHeartRadio have rented yachts to host exclusive parties, making the marina a hub of networking and entertainment. Cannes Marina is well equipped to handle these mega yachts. Not only can they dock here, but they also have access to essential services like charging stations for their electrical systems. This ensures that the yachts are always ready for their next voyage or event. Inside these yachts, the luxury continues. They often feature state-of-the-art amenities, from private cinemas to helipads. Owners like Rafael Nadal and Giorgio Armani have customized their yachts to reflect their personal styles and needs, turning them into private sanctuaries on the sea. The marina also offers extensive storage facilities, ensuring that these valuable vessels are well protected when not in use. This is crucial, especially for owners who may not visit frequently but want their yachts to be in perfect condition whenever they do. The Monument à la Vierge Marie. Nestled atop the hill of Le Suquet, this monument offers not only a glimpse into the past, but also breathtaking views of the city and the Mediterranean Sea. Let's explore. As we make our way up the charming streets of Le Suquet, you can feel the rich history surrounding us. This area is the oldest part of Cannes, filled with narrow cobblestone streets and quaint buildings. The journey to the monument is just as rewarding as the destination itself. Here we are, at the Monument à la Vierge Marie. This beautiful statue was erected as a tribute to the Virgin Mary, thanking her for her protection during World War II. It was inaugurated in 1949, a symbol of hope and gratitude for the people of Cannes. One of the highlights of visiting the Monument à la Vierge Marie is the panoramic view it offers. From here, you can see the entire Bay of Cannes, the sparkling blue waters, and the luxurious yachts dotting the horizon. It's a perfect spot for photos or simply to take a moment to appreciate the beauty of this city. As we explore the area around the monument, you'll find lovely gardens and benches where you can sit and enjoy the scenery. It's a great place to take a break and soak in the atmosphere of Cannes. Right next to the monument is the beautiful Église Notre-Dame d'Espérance. This church, built in the 17th century, is a stunning example of Provençal architecture. This is Le Petit Train de Cannes, a fun and convenient way to explore the city. It offers several routes, but today we're on the historical tour that takes us straight to the beautiful Souquet district, where the monument is located. The ride takes visitors in the stunning views of the Croisette and the Mediterranean Sea. The little train is a favorite among tourists and locals alike, making it a perfect way to relax while learning about the history of Cannes. As we make our way up the hill toward the monument, keep an eye out for the local wildlife. This friendly seagull seems to have made this area its home. They're quite the characters, often seen swooping down to join visitors enjoying a snack. Visiting the church, the square, and the monument all in one trip gives you a deeper appreciation for Cannes' history and culture. It's a blend of spirituality, community, and stunning scenery that truly captures the essence of this beautiful city. As we wrap up our amazing tour of Cannes, I found a delicious way to end the day by indulging in some Mongolian beef noodles. Let's check out the menu and place our order. Here it is. Just look at this steaming bowl of goodness. The aroma is incredible, and I can't wait to dig in. All right, here we are. The presentation is beautiful, with vibrant colors from the vegetables and that succulent beef. Now, let's grab some chopsticks and give this a taste. Using chopsticks can be a bit tricky, but it's all part of the experience. Let's get a good bite here with some noodles, beef, and veggies. The beef is so tender, and the noodles are perfectly chewy. The sauce has just the right amount of sweetness and savory flavor, with a nice kick from the chili sauce. This is comfort food at its best. I love how the fresh vegetables add a nice crunch, balancing out the richness of the beef. This dish really hits the spot after a day of exploring Cannes. As I savor these last few bites, I want to thank you all for joining me on this incredible journey through Cannes. From the stunning views at the Monument à la Vierge Marie to this delicious Mongolian beef noodle, it's been an unforgettable experience. If you enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more culinary adventures and travel tips. Until next time, bon appétit and au revoir.